Hey, good morning. Long time no see. We're gonna jump right back into it. So I'm gonna do a little quick day in the life today, showing you two properties today, and then doing some seller calls. So we're gonna start off in the upstairs of one of the units that we're renovating. This is the attic we're in right now. There was some drywall and wallpaper on, and like really low lights, as you can see here. So it really was just used for storage. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna raise the ceiling, insulate everything, put LVP here, delete this wall, put it back out to here, and then that way just really make it a lot longer. And also, if you see these like wooden beams are just framing. It's not structural like these big wooden pillars. So we're gonna raise this to 90 inches as well. That'll basically give us the legal living height that we need for a bedroom. So that's gonna be good too. So just this will basically be a nice space, more of like a living playroom area kind of. There was old plumbing attached for the heat, for water heater. So and that's connected to the full house too. So ever you want to add heating here, that's possible. But for the most part, just put LVP, drywall paint, finish this, insulate it. So that's that. Behind the camera is my intern Zach.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, we're here in the kitchen now. So basically, I'll show you the before picture, but we're gonna remove all the cabinets and the sinks and all the appliances. It was a mess. So here we're gonna put new cabinet on the top and bottom, stove, cabinet, sink, and then a tiny stove there, like cabinet there. Here, 30-inch fridge, cabinets above, cabinets below. And you can see here we took out the new tile, put some nice tile on that too. I'm still deciding what cabinet colors to do. Here, this bedroom is gonna not doing much here, just smoothing out and compounding the walls, painting it. We ran a new, you can see there in the corner, wiring from the panel in the basement because there was knob and tube in the ceiling, and we obviously needed to get rid of that. So the actual ceiling itself was like popcorn ceiling, but it was like plaster, so it was like literally like an inch thick. Like I don't know why I did that, but it was like an inch thick. We had to really get in there, and it was like it was just a mess. Like there was no way like you could like popcorn. Oh, I gotta start with the hand motions. um, so the demo guys just took it out. A lot of the old wiring was cut, and since it was already cut, like you can't expand on the old knob and tube. So running new electrical, making sure the house is good and safe. Here, this was kind of like an old like hallway that was kind of like deleted. So we're gonna like actually like frame this out properly. Put a new closet here because the closet before was just this tiny thing. So we're gonna make it full like this. And then for the rest of the wall, like not much really in this thing. The flooring was actually really solid. It was hardwood. It got really dusty and dirty after the demo, and I was a little worried with all the hard plastic coming if it got scratched up and whatnot. But I think for the most part, it's solid. Worst case scenario, it just a little scratched up flooring. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. So take you through the rest of the house. So the hallway's good too. You can see on the left here is the living room. So this living room actually has really nice stained glass. We're going to keep that. And same thing, just painting the walls, running the proper electrical out. This is BX, which is still old, but not like a problem necessarily. So, yeah, not much here. It's actually a really nice open room. If I was like renting this out, if this was closer to New Brunswick, like for students, I would have loved to just close this off, because you'll see as you walk through here, it's there's a door from the hallway, but there's also a door that lends to this bedroom. I would have just deleted this, added a door there, and then just call this another bedroom and just get more rent from that. But can't be bothered. Here's the last bedroom. It's again same thing, just smooth the walls, paint it, new ceiling, recessed lighting. If you look into the cabinet, not the cabinet, closet here, it's actually pretty nice. So that too, just gonna keep it a little clean, paint it, and yeah. Hey guys, all right, so finished up at Milltown. Now we're headed to, well, not headed to, we're at our place in Burlington. So this one is mid-construction, or hopefully near the tail end. This was a huge mess. The city thought they lost a permit. FEMA was reviewing the plans. Dealing with the contractor was a mess. It was just constant arguments and delays with the pricing and whatnot, and just nickel and diming, change orders, all that stuff. But I'll show you around here. Yeah, the exterior we're gonna fix up and make it a little prettier, but let's focus on the interior for today. Oh, good thing we skipped breakfast.
Yeah.
Anyways, so as you walk in, you can see this is a little bit further along in the process of being renovated. You can see that walls are smooth, things are painted, new trim installed in a lot of places. Some of the windows broken, you can see there. We're gonna place at the last moment. The flooring we put in, this was actually pretty nice flooring. This was LVP from Costco. This was like $220 a square foot, which honestly, in hindsight, and knowing that I was going to sell it to a guy as like a rental, I don't think it was worth it. I think I kind of paid a premium price for it when I could have just gone with like a cheaper laminate, but whatever, it wasn't too bad. A mistake I made was this is Tudor oak. There's Bloomington oak at Costco as well. I think the Tudor oak is a little bit too cool or grayish. What do you think?
Yeah.
A little bit, right? A little bit too cool. So again, it's it's Burlington. It's not like a great tenant profile anyways, but that doesn't mean that, nicer things aren't better, because you make it a little bit nicer and it's going to sell or lease out easier too, It's just a matter of like pricing and whatnot. Let's take a look at the bathroom. This actually came out nice. I'm seeing this for the first time. Overall, not bad. This windowsill we got to clean, but overall, new trim. Walls came out good. This is sturdy. It's not like one of those like bouncy like shower base pans. I like how this came out. This is pretty solid. Again, for the price, I would have expected nicer. Like Milltown, I think I'm paying less, but I'm getting more for it. So, you live and you learn. This is the other bedroom. So, we just reframed the closet here to make it nicer. You can see new LVP as well here on the flooring. The backyard, actually, this is interesting. This is a little mudroom kind of deal. Again, we're gonna like finish this, clean it up, basics here. There's no wiring here, or there was, but it's like that. I think I'm just gonna put like basic lighting here. I don't know if that's active or not. The backyard, the previous owner had a big dog named Princess. Very scary dog.
Don't worry, he won't bite you.
He was terrifying. But they just let him crap all over the backyard. So you walk around, it's like a landmine here, dude. You had to like literally like step and like walk around it. We got rid of that. We like walked to the side. Someone dropped this off at our property. The back is owned by the city, so they're taking care of that. But yeah, someone dropped this off. Obviously, we're gonna have to like get rid of it. People have been using this as like a dumping ground. So, just gonna clean up the backyard a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. Obviously put a new door in there. Obviously it's Burlington, so I don't know why I need to lock the door if the freaking windows open. I'm sure to a determined, user, they could get in themselves. We're gonna place the windows and whatnot. Again, I'll flash in some pictures of what the property looked like beforehand, but overall, not bad. So this property, in hindsight, really, I paid too much for it. I mean, the guy had like so many liens and mortgages on the property. It was in such bad condition. He basically walked away with like zero equity in the deal. So it's not like I could have really gone more out of it. And a wholesaler got it to me too, and she was not making much on it either. So I wasn't gonna like, nickel and dime her even more. So that was that. Cabinets are actually pretty solid. You can see. Where you gotta get the pull ones. Yeah, soft close, not bad. We don't have that in my house. Cool.
People are gonna be living nice.
That's what I'm saying, right? So overall, the paint color, I think, could have been different. I don't know if I'll go with this one again. Also, watch your step. There's like some knobs and whatnot. Yeah. What the fuck? Why is this? This is not level flooring. Am I crazy? Walk on that sack?
Yeah.
That's odd.
It's like, I feel like it's a lot heavier on the right side.
Yeah. He was gonna put the heat vent over there, I think. Things changed. This was also gonna be a closet or like shelving. So not closet, but like shelving. That didn't happen. Oh yeah, and then about the solar panels, I was telling Zach before that it's not hooked up. Company went bankrupt, got bought by another company, but I confirmed there was no payment that I was not paying. And it's gonna be one of those things where, don't ask questions you don't wanna know the answer to. Yeah, the subway tiles came out nice. Again, this is just weird. I don't know why it's not level. It's kind of one of those things where I'm like, he's not gonna rip it all up, whatever. He's gonna like make some story and complain or whatever, this GC, about why it is the way it is. So
you'll get him on the Yelp.
Get him on the Yelp. Oh my god, yeah, right. Same thing here. The flooring is a little bit bowed, whatever. You can see like the trim doesn't touch down there as well too. Again, same thing too. Shower, the bottom is not painted fully. Like you can still see it doesn't look completely white and smooth. Like I know that Jimmy, who was working on Burlington, can come in here and fix it all for cheaper. Love Jimmy. Again, same thing, just simple windowsills. We'll replace the screens and whatnot later.
It's definitely very functional though.
Yeah. Bedrooms are actually not bad. This one looks kind of nice.
Spacious.
You know, obviously you got to like clean the flooring and whatnot. Windows open. This
got
closet,
nice lighting in here.
yeah, this closet we opened up. You know, made more room. He still has to put a door here. So I don't know why he kind of painted all the didn't do the door stuff yet. I'm not sure. After he finishes the bathroom and stuff, I'm not sure if I'll just, you know, be like, hey, thank you for your help, but we are good now. Or we'll keep going. Yeah. Anyways, this is the final bedroom. It's 5 bedrooms, so not bad. The only problem with 5 bedrooms is it also becomes harder to lease out because if you're renting, like, who needs 5 bedrooms, right? Less people, and then in that case, you know, what's the rent going to be for it? So, yeah. Overall, though, you know, the work is not bad. It was just a lot of things where I thought for the price should have been more of like included, but I can't even blame him. Like, end of the day, I can't blame the GC. It's on me. And also for Milltown, I'm paying for materials. He's just getting paid for labor. So in that case, like, there's no like nickel and diming about like, hey, you know, I thought you were gonna have this quality or this type of, you know, countertop. And like, if it's a little more nicer, like, okay, you need to pay me that much more, you know? So when it's like, I pay materials, like, it's like, hey, I don't care what material you buy. I'm just getting paid to install it. So that I think is much clearer dynamic for general contractors. So for avoiding mistakes in the future, always do, you know, you pay materials and then they pay labor. And it's pretty easy because you just go to Home Depot, set up a pro account, put your phone number and card. They go to Home Depot, they pick up something, and then they just go to the pro desk, and then you get a call or a text, and then you just confirm it, and then you get the receipt. So we're gonna run carpet here, put a new railing here, put a new railing here, then put a door here. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's not bad, right? Like, I've definitely seen worse houses, but again, it just, it's been taking too long. And part of it is not his fault, whatever, or it's like, it should have been me, like, I should have known better, kind of, you know? Like, it took 3 weeks for him to get an electrician to like give us this like sub sheet to submit the permit, and like a better GC should have like, you know, had electricians that were reliable and they could have done that too. So now I have a good electrician, so I'm not so worried about that. But you know, stuff like that too. And like here, you can see on this banister, right? This is all like wobbly, right? So I'm like, okay, like, you know, how much work is it to just sand it and make it smooth, you know? Same thing here, like, why is this not level, you know? And why do you use like, and again, behind this is drywall, not cement board, which is not terrible, but it's not ideal. And it's like, okay, well, that's not a crazy amount more to spend, but because he's buying materials, he would rather just save that money. That's money he makes, you know? The ceiling, you can see here, he probably did 1 coat of like primer or not paint. Like, I can still see like the original color above it. So in that case, it's like, yeah, he didn't want to pay for more paint and whatnot. So he did that. I really, now that the rough inspections are already done, when the final inspections get done, I might just be like, honestly, like, just have the other GC take over.
Hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, basically. There we go. Let's turn the lights off. Yeah, so that's that. This is Burlington. I'm really not going to make much money at all on this. But this was a great learning experience. And I'm happy that I made the mistakes on this property to save me the mistakes and on the Milltown, which is more expensive. And, you know, mistakes there could have cost me a lot more headache. Zach, you looking to move out of your mama's house now or no?
I mean, I don't know how many people watching went to Rutgers, but I'm fully at the Verve now.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, yeah.
I'm all right here.
He's all right. He's all right. All right. Now in my backyard, having Zach get on the phone, see how he does for his first few calls of the day. Sunglasses help, right?
Please leave your message for 732.
No luck this time. Call him again.
You know,
Got a white monster in hand. This guy's ready.
2 times empty. Come on.
Let's see.
If he doesn't pick up, we have Shreyash asking for $5 million.
Boom. Yeah. No low balls. He knows what he has. All right. Update. Me and Zach were outside. Now we're inside. We got joined by our buddies, Zach and not Zach. Oh my God, I can't say. This is Zach. That's Josh. That's Tobias. We're all cranking the phones, running comps, lowballing grandmas.
You know,
Things going so far? You know.
pretty good.
A couple appointments set actually. You actually set.
Yeah.
Yeah, one firm confirmed set appointment. And, you know, the other 2 they're gonna get back to us on what time, the specifics. But yeah, it's 5:30. We've been cranking the calls. Now we got Zach. He's been. We've already got some appointments set. He's gonna hop on the phones again now too. This is a follow up. We called them on Tuesday, and she said that her husband was on a trip, work trip, and be back on Friday. And And he's gonna rip it. It's a condo in New Brunswick. Zach, you think you got it done?
I know this town, baby. I'm Rutgers.
Yeah. So
all
Smith's
day.
$590. What are we gonna offer her?
350,000.
350,000
and a
today.
nice steak.
Ends now. Yes. Yeah. So we have the address. We have the year built and all that stuff. It's only sold a few years ago. So you know we have a pretty good comp for that. Yeah. Just give him a call and just be like, hey. You know, you said you wanted a fair offer. Just wanted to get a little bit of information, and I can give you that offer. You know, what was the? I see what's sold recently. Is it the same condition as the pictures on Zillow? And then is it rented? You know, no, okay. And I'll,
What's your motivation for selling it?
yeah, like hey, like if you would sell, like is it just price, or are you looking to move or something, or? Yeah, yeah. You got it.
Hello?
Time 18 to 17.
Hi, this is Zach. I'm giving Timothy a call back regarding his place on 1 Spring Street in New Brunswick. You said to call back Friday.
Yeah, can you give me your number? He's not here right now. Let me give him your number. And your name again?
Sure, my name is Zach.
Just call this number.
Zach?
Yeah.
All right. It is 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. We were done with the calls. Zach, how do we do? He's tired. Yeah, he's sleepy. Got a couple appointment sets. Pretty good stuff.
White Monster's crashing.
White Monster, yeah. That's why I should have gone 3, like I suggested, but it's okay. Yeah. So he's gonna head home. I'm gonna finish comping some stuff, and I'll show him out the door, and I'll tell you guys what I'm working on. All right, back in the lab. I don't want to show my CRM data too much, but yeah, I basically had a lot of good calls today. Zach's a beast on the phones, and I basically showed him the 2 properties. He got a good look at that. Understood a little bit more about the GC management process and all of that. And yeah, end of the day, like this stuff is not rocket science. You know, you find properties, you find out how much it's going to take to fix it up, find out what it's going to be worth fixed up, do the math for what it's going to, cost you to fix it up, and then, how much profit you want to make and all the other holding costs and financing costs. From there, find out what you can offer it, make the offer, get it signed, call the GC, have them walk it, give them a bid. The numbers make sense, go with it. Later on, list on the market. Pretty simple, but yeah, everyone's doing it. It's really just having a good system. I waited too long to have an actual CRM, and I'm using Trello right now. Go high level, I started using a little bit, or REI Simply. Just wasn't a fan of it. It was kind of pricey too. So no, Trello is a little bit more manual, but I like it. It's very flexible, and I think for right now it's hitting all my needs for a small real estate team, and I will work on kind of expanding it in the future. But for now, really just being consistent and using the tools that we have. People are being successful in Excel, and just notebooks. So there's no reason that I can't figure it out on Trello. But yeah, that's that. This is kind of a typical day, just morning seeing the properties, and then evenings, doing calls and submitting offers. It's gonna be the long weekend this weekend. I'm gonna head to the city soon, and just hang out there. But yeah, I'll do another video day in the life then. But I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I'll try to do more denser, high quality videos so you guys can see more detailed things. But at the end of the day, I like to watch these videos too, where you just kind of see what my life look like if I did this. Then end of the day, this is what it is.